Hi everyone and welcome back to a video from me, Dani the Barrister. I come to you with a new video, new hair, but most importantly a video on the importance of Inns of Court. Now I did a video quite recently about what are Inns of Court and I thought it would be quite beneficial to do a video on their importance. There's lots of different factors that I've researched and looked into that I thought were really interesting and me myself didn't even know about before I'd gone off and researched. So I'll be sharing the things that I found out about Inns of Court and drawing upon their importance. There was one report that I read from the Bar Council's annual reports and it was their 2010 report, and I appreciate that that's quite some time ago, but there was one quote in there that I thought summed up exactly what the importance of the Inns of Court were, and it's because this quote attached the Inns of Court's work to the essence of a barrister, which I thought was exactly what I wanted to use and saying the importance of Inns of Court. This quote is from Baroness Ruth Deach, and she said that an Inn of Court is at the foundation of a barrister's life and their work, essentially. She went on to say that they are an integral part of a barrister's identity and they have high standards for the quality of work that a barrister carries out, as well as providing educational opportunities for barristers. Even in the Legal Services Act of 2007, it states that a barrister can only be defined by passing their bar training or undergoing bar training and by being called back to the bar by an Inn of Court. So you can see how Inns of Court are crucial, let's even say essential, to people becoming barristers and being barristers. But we're going to draw more importance in a minute. So let's draw upon the Inns of Court's importance before a person is called to the bar and becomes an actual barrister. Inns of Court go to schools and universities and expose people to what the bar is, what the profession is actually like. And of course this is important for recruitment, but it's also important for building honesty and openness when it comes to the representation and reputation of the bar. So the Inns of Court are so important in demystifying the secrecy that is somewhat attached to this profession. Beyond that, they provide work experience through access schemes. For example, Middle Temple created the Middle Temple Access to the Bar Award that gives 1 week marshalling and a 1 week mini pupillage to an undergraduate student. Now this is of course amazing for those people that are wanting to pursue a career at the bar, and getting access to that would be so beneficial to the building of their journey to the bar. Inner Temple, my Inn of Court, provides a Pegasus access scheme that gives an award to people from underprivileged backgrounds that have a certain academic merit and provides them with an opportunity to gain work experience. All of the Inns of Court participate in the Social Mobility Foundation's work in increasing the amount of people from underrepresented backgrounds in accessing these very difficult and sometimes elitist professions. The next thing is funding. Inns of Court provide significant scholarships and funding for university students and people coming from school. I myself was given a scholarship by Inner Temple, and I know that a lot of other people were fortunate enough to get scholarships from the 4 different Inns of Court. And even from my own experience, this is essential for certain people to be able to even take necessary steps forwards in becoming a barrister. It is said that overall Inns of Court offer 47 million worth in funding and scholarships per year to people aspiring to become barristers. And of course these scholarships are often granted on merit, on means and financial need. So now let's move on to the importance of an Inn of Court once someone has finished their educational components. So as I've said at the beginning, Inns of Court are the only group or institution that are able to call an individual to the bar and actually make them a registered practicing practitioner. Of course, gaining tenancy and then becoming a full practitioner is the next stage, but without an Inn of Court, you won't even be able to get to that stage. So they are vital. On top of that, There is extra training that a barrister has to do once they are in full practice. This is called continued professional development. It is done through Inns of Court by different seminars and lectures, and there's different ways that a barrister can conduct this extra training, but it has to be done once they have been in practice for a few years. And this can actually be done through podcasts even, or being a lecturer, or teaching on the GDL or the bar course, or even the LPC. This is something that barristers have to do to continue their development in this profession. And it really goes to show that Inns of Court are quite committed to making sure that there's a quality and standard of work that is really high when it comes to barristers. And this is something that chambers, I guess, are too busy to always have to check up on and maintain, because I guess their job is to make sure that there's work and to organise that work. So it's really important that Inns of Court are there to ensure that the quality of the barrister and their work is consistent throughout time. As a new practitioner or NPP, the training that you've done has to be recorded and sent to the Bar Standards Board. So Inns are important in this because they provide specialist training programs that accompany this training or make up this training, and they offer residential trips and different ways in order to help barristers develop professionally. So as you can see, Inns of Court are really consistent and constantly infiltrate an individual's journey to the bar and their career at the bar. And in their lives, they're really important. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope it helped and I hope it gave you some new knowledge. This is definitely things that I learned and really enjoyed understanding and knowing now about Inns of Court. See you in the next video. Bye.